Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Naham, and today we're going to be talking about ways that can help you smell better throughout the day, okay? It's getting to a point now where it seems like people don't even care about their hygiene, right? You can smell their dirty breath, you can tell that they didn't put any deodorant on. Just earlier I went to the grocery store and I happened to walk through some aisles grabbing what I needed, and three guys, I think it was, or four, you could smell their body odor. It's like, geez, and when I thought of that, I had to immediately come make this video because it's sad. And smelling good, it just makes everyone feel better being around you. They're not going to avoid you, and if you don't care what others think, then at least do it for yourself, okay? And smelling good too, for the ones that care about what girls think, they really do notice. So if that's something that you care about, they notice, okay? Let's get into it. The first thing is brushing your teeth, okay? If you're not brushing your teeth in the morning, come on, what are you doing? It's something that you need to get done, I'd say the first thing in the morning, okay? And when you're brushing your teeth, I would recommend using floss, okay? You always hear about floss. Just use floss. Get to the point where you can get just about everything that's left over out. Not to a point where you're making your gums bleed, but just enough to where it's clean. The other thing you can do is scrape your tongue, okay? So on some of your guys' toothbrushes, there's like bristles on the back. Use that, just scrape your tongue, all that white stuff. That's the main cause, in my opinion, of what really makes your mouth stink. Just get a toothbrush, scrape what you can off that. If you don't have those on the back of your toothbrush, you can use a spoon and just scrape it off, get all the remaining bits, as much white off as you can, but not completely hurting your tongue. The second thing is putting on deodorant, okay? It's come to a point where I had noticed that not many people are using deodorant, and it's really sad as well because, as easy as it sounds of just applying on some deodorant, it's really hard for people to do in the morning and to have it ready for the rest of the day. So if you feel like I'm calling you out, please, I am. Just put on your deodorant. All right, you'll be doing everyone a favor, okay? Thank you. And some deodorants that I'd recommend for me personally, if you have a little bit of money to spare, I'd probably go with those cologne companies that make cologne. They also make deodorant, okay? So in this case, it's Azara Wanted. And with these guys, they're known for their high performance, okay? They last all day. And if you just want something simple and you're just trying to save some money, you can never go wrong with some Old Spice, okay? Or Axe, maybe. I don't really like Axe, but if you want to use Axe, I know they smell pretty good. And one thing that I do that I don't think most people do is I use this sprayed deodorant as well on top of what I already applied earlier. So with sprayed like this one here, it doesn't last that long, but it also just gives that extra scent. So, I'll apply my normal deodorant, spray this guy on, it smells way better. And with deodorant, there's two different kinds that you can get. The one that I just showed you previously is the gel type, which I like better. I mean, you can use also something like this, which is more like clay. It's good smelling. It's good because it sticks to your body, but the only reason why I wouldn't recommend it is because it sticks to your t-shirts. So it stays there, and for that case, I'd only recommend using the gel. And the third thing that I recommend is using something like Scented Lotion. In this case, I'm using Bath & Body Works men's collection, okay? So it doesn't have to be specifically this, just whatever smells good to you. Just apply that all over your body, wherever you want. Me personally, I only ever put it on my arms, but with that, it'll help you smell better throughout the day. The fourth thing that I recommend is using cologne, okay? So cologne, you've probably already heard about this all the time, and I know not many people use it, but if you can at least just get 1 or 2 colognes and just spray it on your body, with a certain type of cologne that you use will help you smell better throughout the day, depending on what you get. And with cologne, in my opinion, there's 3 different classes, okay? There's high, middle, and low. And with high class, something kind of bougie, you can get like this, for instance, Spice Bomb Night Vision, okay? It's pretty expensive, not gonna lie, but with this, it's really good for performance. You give it a couple sprays and you'll smell good all day. With these guys, they're really worthwhile on the price. And for middle class, I got here Euphoria Calvin Klein, okay? This is like, I feel like right perfectly in the middle. And with something like this, you can just use, it's not the best performing, but it also isn't too expensive on the price, so it's just perfect and it's not too cheap. And for like the low class, kind of a little cheap, I have here Goodfellow. And for colognes like these, I feel like are perfect for like if you need to smell good real quick, because they're not really high on performance where they smell good all day. They kind of go away after a while. And with that, I feel like it's perfect when I'm working out. You kind of build like that smell. So when you just spray something like this on, it'll eliminate that smell, and it's good for something quick and short term. And how I apply my cologne, I just get the nozzle part, spray it on each collarbone. So 1, 2, and then 3 in the back, right in the back of the neck. I only use 3 sprays. I'd probably only recommend 3 to 5 sprays. Anything over 5, I think, is just overkill. Everyone in the room will smell it, and that's not what you want. There's also colognes out there. In this case, this one, I like to call them tap colognes, but you get a point where, you know, it's not a spray, but it's more of a, you add to your finger and you tap them. And with these, I just recommend putting them on your heat spots. So your heat spots are your wrists. So 1, 2, collarbone, 3, 4. And if you want, what I tend to do sometimes is I put them on the back of my ears. So 5 and 6. And one thing I almost forgot to mention is when you're spraying your cologne, don't rub it in, okay? Just tap it, get it around, but don't rub it in, because when you rub it in, you're instantly killing that smell. The 5th thing that I recommend, and which is today's sponsor actually, is Manscaped, okay? No, I'm just joking, we're not sponsored. I wish we were, but in this case, it is gonna be ball deodorant, all right? Ball deodorant and ball toner, which is basically a spray. With these two, all it really does is you're just applying those to where it stinks on the, you know, down there on the bottom. And I know not a lot of guys take care of their pecker, their balls, you know, but it's something that you really need to get handled, okay? Because those are, I feel like, the most stinkiest part of our bodies. And with unmaintenance on those parts, you know, come on guys, we gotta really take care of those, okay? And going into that topic, I also recommend using a shaver. It could be any sort of shaver along with that Manscaped kit. It's perfect for like not nipping yourself. So I recommend just getting rid of the hairs down there if you can, because those hairs, I feel like, somehow absorb the odor. So if you just eliminate those hairs, it also helps preventing that odor if you have any. And for the 6th thing that I recommend doing, if for the guys out there that have stinky feet, you know, I'm guilty of this as well on certain days, but something like this with the spray, okay? Just use a spray. In this case, it's Arm & Hammer Invisible Spray Powder, okay? But you spray that in your shoes, let's say before or after you come back from work. Let it sit there, take out your soles, you know, spray it, let it sit. It'll help smell better, okay? Because we all have that problem of stinky feet coming back from work. And those are all just ways that I feel like that I've implemented in my life that's also helped me just smell better, you know, because who doesn't like to smell good, right? But just give it a little bit of time, you know. After a while, after you build all those and you put them into your life, it starts to turn into a habit. Trust me, you'll feel way better. And I hope that some of you watching this can apply this to your life, okay, and use it and just overall make yourself happier by smelling better, okay? Build that confidence of just smelling better as well, okay? I'll appreciate it, you'll appreciate it, and everyone else will appreciate it, all right? Have a good day, guys.